Morning, Christine Regan Lake here. Hope all is well. So, today I wanted to talk to you about rebuilding your self esteem after you have been in a sexless relationship. One of the biggest challenges that people face who have been in a sexless relationship is the toll it takes on their personal self esteem, their self worth. And it can it can really have a ripple effect years after you actually leave the relationship. As different clients that I've talked to and worked with, sometimes you can go to extremes. So on one extreme, someone who's been in a sexless relationship has been so traumatized by the sexual rejection that the thought of even getting naked in front of someone is like triggers a PTSD reaction. And on the other end of the spectrum is people who react in almost like revenge sex kind of way, in the sense of they sleep with a huge number of people as a way to affirm for them that they are sexually appealing and sexually attractive. Both of those extremes have their own challenges in terms of how it affects us moving forward and things like that. For the people who are traumatized and can't even date, can't the thought of even getting naked in front of them could make them burst out in tears, and it's really like a true PTSD response in terms of not being able to open themselves up to rejection again, which is it's just so heartbreaking because, sexual expression is one of the most beautiful God-given gifts we've been given in this world as a way to connect with another human being, connect with someone that we love, feel that affectionate touch and things like that. So for those struggling on that extreme, it creates extreme isolation, loneliness, heart walls built up around your heart so that you won't let anybody in. And those struggling on the other end who kind of become sexually promiscuous and have as much sex as they can to with every new partner, trying to satiate their need to feel that they are sexually attractive and sexually appealing. That offers a different set of challenges in terms of the soul ties that you create with every single person you have sex with. So whenever you sleep with someone, you actually create an energetic soul tie to that person. And unless you actually do clearing work to cut those cords, you're actually staying connected to all these different people that you've slept with. And it's, and as well as absorbing the kind of when two people have sex, the two bodies try to merge in every way possible. And so you're literally like absorbing into your physical body, energy body, their darkness, their traumas, their wounds. So all of a sudden now, when you used to be maybe a positive person, you've actually now taken on some of the attributes of someone that you slept with. You may find that you're feeling more manic depressive, or you're very angry, or you're very kind of weepy and crying, whatever. It just depends on who you've been with, and how many times you've been with them, and in terms of how much of them you are absorbing into your energy field. So in terms of the process of trying to rebuild your self-esteem and self-worth after you've been through a traumatizing sexless relationship, or if you're still in it and you're trying to rebuild your self-worth in that relationship itself, what are some of the things that you can do to help rebuild your self-esteem? Well, the first thing is you just have to be incredibly gentle with yourself and very compassionate. You want to understand that being in a sexless relationship is traumatic. It is absolutely traumatic. And your emotional state, your feelings are very vulnerable. Being sexually rejected can put someone into a place of feeling intensely exposed and vulnerable. And rejection is hard in general. Sexual rejection kind of has this very, very deep impact on us as beings, because it's your sexual essence, and I mean it's such a deep part of your identity and who you are, and to feel that you're not sexually attractive or sexually appealing, to believe that is just it's just a very, very painful and traumatic experience. And just because you believe it doesn't mean it's true. Of course, there's someone out there for everyone, and we all have a beauty and a sexual essence and a sexual attractiveness. So the first thing you need to do is to just take this journey with incredible compassion for yourself, and acknowledge that this experience was highly traumatizing, and that you have to be patient with yourself, and you have to really try to pay attention and acknowledge all of the beautiful things about yourself. And one of the things that you can do is you can embrace mirror work. And I'll be honest with you, when I was first introduced to the concept of mirror work, 15 years ago, something like that, I was really resistant to it. I couldn't do it. There was a book, Louise Hay, Heal Your Body, and she talked about mirror work and every day looking in the mirror and picking a different body part, and it was incredibly hard for me. I'd had probably my whole life struggled with body image issues and things like that. And I remember at one point, the only part of my body that I could say I liked was like this forearm right here. It was totally absurd. I was intensely critical of myself, um, just so incredibly harsh on myself, and it was very, very destructive. And sadly, though, I know that I'm not alone. I know a lot of other people do this to themselves. They can be hypercritical of their body, of their face, of their skills, of their intelligence. And we really need to release that, and we really need to embrace a daily practice of acknowledging the beauty we are as souls, the beauty we are in our being, the parts about ourselves that we love. And there's always, parts that are, you're like, well, maybe I wish my thighs were smaller or whatever. But the fact is, your thighs are part of your leg that carry you forward, that allow you to go for a walk, that, you know what I mean? Like, we sometimes forget what a blessing our body is. And we get so caught up in kind of the culture that we've grown up in, with this plastic world, with photoshopped magazine covers of people where it's not even real bodies. Their real bodies aren't even on the covers. They're all photoshopped, and these unrealistic standards. So take that in general, that can be challenging. Now couple being in that culture, and then being in a relationship where there has been sexual rejection, and it's like a double whammy to someone's self-worth and self-esteem. So what is something else that you can do to help you rebuild your self-esteem and your self-worth? Well, eating right, exercising, and meditating. When we are actively engaged in keeping our body healthy, it definitely affects even how we see ourselves in the mirror. You can have 2 days apart where one day you exercise, you feel good, you look in the mirror and you look like, oh, I'm looking good, I'm looking good. And then the next day you don't exercise, you look in the mirror and like you swear you're like 10 pounds fatter. You know what I mean? Like, so how we feel definitely affects how we see ourselves. And if you are in the rhythm of caring for your body by eating healthy, exercising, and meditating, that's going to slowly help build a strong foundation of self-worth and self-esteem regarding your physical body. You want to focus on your strengths and the gifts that you have, really, acknowledging all the things that you're good at. And also, like when you look in the mirror, doing that mirror work. So looking in the mirror and speaking out loud. It's really important to speak out loud. Look in the mirror and be like, I really love the way my hair came out today. I think my eyes are really beautiful. I really like my smile. I really like the way my shoulders look in this shirt. I love this outfit, and you may feel like it's kind of vain. It's not, especially when someone's had a traumatic experience with their body and their physical image and their self-image and their body image. Doing this kind of work is incredibly powerful. It also helps to have a gratitude journal, to when we are in a vibrational state of gratitude and being thankful for all the blessings in our life, like, I'm so glad I was able to go for this walk today. I'm so glad I was able to read this book today. I was so, having actual appreciation for our physical body, being consciously grateful for all the blessings that your physical body allows you to experience in any given day. So, these were just some of the things I wanted to share with you in terms of rebuilding your self esteem and self worth. Um, my heart goes out to anyone who has been in a sexless relationship. I know how painful it is, I know how soul destroying it can be. And, it is my heartfelt wish for you that you are able to embrace a very compassionate healing journey of your healing your energy body, healing your self-worth, and being able to open up to a loving, healthy relationship moving forward, because I know how much of a block and barrier this experience can be for people in terms of being able to allow another relationship to come into their life that could be beautiful, loving, and be everything that you've ever wanted for a relationship. So, for those who don't know, I am an energy healer. I have worked with people for over 10 years. I specialize in helping people to release the emotional blocks and traumas that are giving them blocks in love, sex, and money. Those are a trauma release specialist. So we really try to go in and do kind of surgery in terms of kind of the traumas and the painful events of your past that are causing those blockages that cause you to have heart walls that keep love out of your life. So I hope that you found value in this video. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. If you see the link in my description box, I have a link to a fundraising page for Operation Underground Railroad. I'm an abolitionist. I am committed to raising $1 million for Operation Underground Railroad to rescue children from the sex slave trade. I've already contributed $16,000 of my own money and will continue to do so as I grow my channel. But just wanted to bring that to your attention. These children are so desperately in need of our help, of our love and leadership, and we need the money to rescue them from their captivity. So I hope you have a beautiful day. My love to all of you, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Thanks. Bye.